Hello, Hope Squad. My name is Jordan Lally.
I'm DJ Fritzges.
I'm Andre Toney.
And together we are the Big Infinite, a band whose music serves as a vehicle for our message of mindful mental health, suicide prevention, and perhaps more than anything, self-love. The Big Infinite has been together for about 5 years, but we've actually been a band for a lot longer than that. Before we went by the name Big Infinite, we were Fiction 20 Down. And Fiction 20 Down toured all across the United States. We played some amazing sold-out shows, and we also played more than our fair share of empty bar gigs. Fiction 20 Down released 4 studio albums, 2 EPs, a live album, and a mixtape. Some of those releases were really successful. We had some songs chart in the top 10 on iTunes. We garnered hundreds of thousands of streams on YouTube. This was just before Spotify. And then some of those releases were significantly less successful and heard by virtually no one. Through it all, whether it was a struggle or a success, it meant very little to me. I had this habit of my brain. I was always on to the next thing. So if we played a festival in California in front of thousands of people, I enjoyed that for maybe an hour after we got off stage. And then it just wasn't good enough. And I wasn't good enough, and so I was on to the next thing. And certainly if we played one of those empty bar gigs, I didn't want to feel that heartbreak or that disappointment. So immediately I was on to the next show, the next tour, the next opportunity. This was a habit of my mind, both professionally and personally as well. Always on to the next thing, on to the next thing, until that next thing was the suicide of my father. We were on tour in Florida when I got the call from my wife. Through tears, she said, "Jordan, your dad has died." And it was suicide. In that moment, I had this incomprehensible combination of both disbelief and devastation, and I basically just collapsed. Fortunately for me, my bandmates were right there. They ushered me into the back of our tour van, and they drove me through the night from Central Florida back to Northern Maryland. It was about a 15-hour drive, and I cried the entire way. I sobbed, I wailed, I questioned my faith, I questioned my father, I questioned myself. And during that time, DJ and Andre, they didn't try to offer me any sage words of wisdom. They didn't try to offer me any practical advice. The gift that they gave me, though, was their presence. They held space for me as I went through the darkest hours of my life and all these myriad emotions. They didn't try to fix me. They didn't judge me. They were just present. And that gift of presence is one that we've continued to give one another in all these years since I lost my dad, through honest conversations where each of us shared openly about our own experiences with depression and anxiety. That gift of presence is the very same that each and every one of you give to your peers through the Hope Squad. You've created a safe haven for them to come to in their darkest hours, where they can feel free to express themselves without fear of judgment. The work that you all do is something that we greatly admire. It's something that inspires us and has inspired this very presentation, because we'd like to return the favor. We'd like to hold some space for all of you and create an opportunity for presence. We're going to guide an experience of music and meditation. We're going to share a couple songs that we've written over the last month or so with the Hope Squad in mind, and with the intention to share with you, to express our own journeys through depression and anxiety toward the embodiment of a greater self-acceptance and a greater self-love. As for the meditation piece, no worries if you've never practiced before. It's really quite simple, so long as we have the appropriate understanding. Meditation is this powerful, research-based practice proven to heal our brains at a structural level and improve our ability to cope with, to navigate, and to heal from depression and anxiety. But meditation is also just a very simple practice of self-love. We remain present with ourselves just as we are. We give ourselves that very same gift of presence. There is one misconception about meditation that I'd like to dispel before we get going, and that is the idea that we're just supposed to stop our thoughts and silence our mind the moment we start meditating. That's not the case at all. In fact, if we try to stop our thoughts, we're just going to create more tension inside. So instead of stopping our thoughts, what we do is we observe our thoughts. We start to become aware of what actually is occupying our headspace. To do this, to cultivate this ability to observe our thoughts, we use what's called a meditation anchor. It's just a focal point in the present moment that we direct our attention to. So we focus on our meditation anchor, and naturally at times our mind wanders off. We just notice whenever it does, and then come back to our anchor. For our purposes today, our meditation anchors will be the sensation of your breath and the sound of these songs we're going to share with you. So we invite you to get comfortable. You might want to sit up in a traditional meditation posture if that's accessible to you. You might want to lean against a wall or even lie down flat on your back. But as you get settled in, we invite you as well to close your eyes. We'll begin by establishing a connection to the breath. You might wish to focus on the sensation of the breath at the mouth, nose. Or maybe we want to focus on the experience of the breath at the lungs and feel into the chest and rib cage expanding, relaxing and releasing inward. We could even bring 2 hands to the abdomen. Feel the sensation of the belly rising as we inhale, falling as we exhale. Using the breath as our anchor to this present moment. Naturally, at times, the mind will wander off. Whenever it does, we just become aware. Make a conscious choice to come back to the breath, come back to the present moment. It doesn't matter how often the mind wanders. It doesn't matter what it wanders off to. Just notice whenever it does, and then come back home to the breath. Feeling all that it is we need to feel in this moment, and letting go, one breath at a time. About me, all my mind does is figure ways to doubt me. My brain's out there running things without me, and I'm down here shaking like a dead leaf. Pardon me, so can I get a dose of anything that'll keep me in the moment? Been a long time since I knew the feel of anything near resembling atonement. Pardon me, so can I get a dose of anything that'll keep me in the moment? Been a long time since I knew the feel of real love. Let go. Feel it all. Let go. Feel it all. Let go. Feel it all. Let go. Pardon me, so caught up in the mixing. Fool me twice, yet somehow still I miss it. Dopamine, never gonna listen. On the prowl, however I can get at. Pardon me, so can I get a dose of anything that'll keep me in the moment? Been a long time since I knew the feel of anything near resembling atonement. Pardon me, so can I get a dose of anything that'll keep me in the moment? Been a long time since I knew the feel of real love. Let go. Feel it all. Let go. Feel it all. Let go. Feel it all. Let go. Pardon me, so I've been staring at my grave, in my grave. I am free.
Feel it all and let
I am free.
feel it all and let
I am free.
feel it all and let go. Feel it all and let go.
Maintaining that connection with your breath, honoring yourself just as you are. At times, the experience of meditation can be very peaceful and presence can come easy. But at other times, we might come face to face with a headspace anxiously pulling us onward to the next thing. Or perhaps we might find a depressive heaviness in our heart space, maybe a tightness or tension throughout the body. Whatever the experience, we continue to foster that connection with the present moment through the breath. And as we do so, slowly and surely, we begin to recognize that those thoughts and emotions that so often cloud our experience, they're just passing weather. They come and they go while we remain ever present. Those thoughts and emotions need not define us, as we are something altogether more, something capable of unconditional love, capable of hope and healing, capable of real, genuine gratitude. See my headspace between us both, but my perception ain't the truth below. Oh, your eyes, now I see you got nothing but love for me, so I'll be cherishing. See my shame here, yeah, I feel weak, but this sensation ain't the heart of me. Oh, your eyes, now I see you got nothing but love for me, so I'll be cherishing. In a wave, I'll be gone. I felt that truth in every loss. I find it more with every conscious breath. I say we taste today till nothing's left. Oh, your eyes, now I see you got nothing but love for me, so I'll be cherishing. If I could see my hope square, I could feel okay. I could find some sunshine on my darkest day. Oh, your eyes, now I see you got nothing but love for me, so I'll be cherishing. Oh, your eyes, now I see you got nothing but love for me, so I'll be cherishing. So I'll be cherishing.
So I'll be cherishing.
And as you're ready, we invite you to open your eyes. And you might wish to move or stretch just a bit to help wake the body. That experience might have been pleasant for some. It might have been a bit emotional or perhaps even a bit frustrating for others. But please know it is all meditation. Rather than some forceful pursuit of peace, meditation is a practice in self-acceptance. It's a practice of self-love. We encourage all of you to practice some ongoing measure of self-care. For us, self-care is a combination of meditation, mindfulness, and also open, honest expression, whether that's through conversation or through a creative outlet like the music. Please remember that we can only serve others in so much as we first care for ourselves. Now, on behalf of the Big Infinite, Dre, DJ, and myself, we thank you for this opportunity to share our music and message. And we thank you as well for the powerful work you're all doing through the Hope Squad. You might not ever know the full extent of the impact you've had, but rest assured your presence is a gift, and for many of your peers, no doubt it's a saving grace. Thanks again, and we wish you all the best.